Hi, I'm Uncle Al, and I'm here to tell you what you didn't learn in school, you may not have gotten from your folks, and I'm very sure Betty Crocker knows some of this. Hey, I'm going to give you 3 kitchen hacks. 3 kitchen hacks, Uncle Al? Yes, 3 kitchen hacks. But they're a little bit different than most. Why? Because one requires a pen or a marker, 2 requires Post-it notes, and the third one requires a tin. Let me explain. There are a lot of things in your kitchen and a lot of stuff that goes on, hopefully that you're cooking and not just always buying pre-made stuff. But in that process, there are things that you come across that you learn that I think need to be shared. And these are 3 hacks I've developed over the years that hopefully make my life better and hopefully make your life and cooking better too. The first one's pretty simple. It's a marker. Why a marker in the kitchen? We all buy condiments and products, and yet it's got the best by exposure date, but most of us are never really sure when it got into the fridge. I know there's been a few times I've found a few science experiments after time. Well, it's pretty easy to cure. Get a marker and simply write the date you got the item and put it in the fridge on the back. That way, no matter what, 8, 6 months, 2 years later, you know when you got it and when it went in the fridge. And if it's time to go later, dude. That's the first one. The second one involves Post-it notes. And I know a lot of you are confused. What are you going to mark up, Uncle Al? I'm not. I'm going to take Post-it notes. I'm going to tear them into strips. And then I'm going to show you how they interact with plastic wrap to make your life easier. Let me show you. Now, you'll see here that I got some cheese in a wonderful, wonderful gift basket for Christmas. Thank you. But when you wrap stuff up and you wrap them into plastic, it's kind of a pain of where you start and how you do that. Now, if you look here, I'm applying a strip of a Post-it note to both the inside edge as I'm rolling it over. See, rolling it over so it's interior. And then on the outside edge, I'm putting another little Post-it note so I know where to peel it off. See? Much easier to know where to start and where to go because I have a tab that tells me where it ends and a tab that tells me where it starts. That's right, a Post-it note can help your plastic wrap activities. Number 3, the 3 Uncle Al kitchen hack. When you do baking, and yes, Uncle Al does baking, divinity, roll cakes, all sorts of things. One of the things over time I learned is when I bought baking tins, I didn't realize that I bought 2 because I'm an old man and have bad eyesight. And then when I got them home, I learned something. You know what? When you gotta use a grate to cool something on, it takes up space. See, that's a little bit larger than a round or a rectangular baking tin. So, because I had 2 of them one time, and I don't have a lot of counter space. I have a small galley kitchen in an older house. One day I'm like, where am I going to put this? It's fresh out of the oven. And then I just went, you know what? The second tin is where it's going to live, and it takes up way less counter space. Sometimes your best value is to buy an extra tin because you know it will hold it up to cool. It will be off the counter, but it will take up way less space than the cooling grate. So that's 3 cooking hacks for you. Number 1, use a marker, mark your stuff. 2, Use Post-it notes on your plastic wrap. It'll make it easier to come off. Better for you, better for everybody. And when you buy baking tins, buy an extra one so you don't have to take up as much counter space. Hey, I'm Uncle Al from the Markus of Americus Project, where we're trying to put politics back into a lane it belongs in. Hey, we do some cool stuff there. Hey, and I do more of these Uncle Al videos where I try to spread more of my Uncle Al wisdom. But until the next time we see ya, cook something, would you? Bye.